Howdy, y'all. Jack in here with the Trick Studio, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash. I'm joined as always by.
Nate,
I'm
I suck
Kyle.
at picking Canadian teams.
I mean, we all kind of suck at picking pretty much everything
Yeah.
except for European football.
Well, are you 7 games under? I gotta dig a rut, man.
Alright, yeah, so we can kick it off with the Canadian Football League. Speaking of, had the premiere.
Do you want me to cover my team?
Kyle Hull one whole game.
Yeah, go for it. Freaking Saskatchewan.
All right. So, Red Blacks were on a bye this week, and that is my game.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kyle.
Really,
You're welcome.
really appreciate it.
Oh.
All right. So the first game I'm going to start with is with Winnipeg. I don't get this team anymore. They don't make any sense. I don't know.
They remembered that they went to 3 straight Grey Cups.
Grey Cups, yeah. So I don't trust them. I still think they're fake news. Let me know if I'm lagging, by the way. I think I'm fine. I think last week was just really bad, but
yeah.
So yeah, Winnipeg got a shutout of all things. So I apologize to the all one fan watching, thinking, oh yeah, Nate's right. Your teams suck, man. So I'm going to pick against them, and then proceed to go 0-3 because I have to. All 3 of my teams won last week, despite me telling everybody to pick against them. So, but kudos to Kyle for picking against Calgary at least. So, picking Calgary. But anyways, Winnipeg was efficient through the air and also did a very good job of preventing BC from throwing the ball, despite, them having to throw it, considering they were getting freaking shut out. So shout out to that. And they also had 5 yards of carry for 140 yards. So BC blows. So net offense is 100 to 430. Pretty close game. 3 first downs. 4 first downs, I apologize, to 20. Blaze it. So, they had 1 sack for 0 yards. That's the best stat in the game, So is that really even a sack at that point when it's just back in the line of scrimmage? So, that's pretty much it. BC got absolutely dominated in this game. I guess the one thing that was bad for Winnipeg was the red zone efficiency, 1 for 3. But beyond that, we had an interception for 1 yard. So good for us, I guess. So 6 for 6 from field goals.
Nice.
A big differentiator there is 41 minutes to 18. They literally just didn't have the ball. So I guess that's part of the reason why they didn't throw the ball.
Yeah, without those 6 field goals, they would have lost.
We're going to avoid this game for a second because I don't want to talk about it as long as I can. So we're going to go to the next painful game, but this one makes a bit more sense because at least they're
other than Toronto choking away the entire game.
We'll just count this as Falcons get a Falcon for the week.
Yep.
So we're just going to say screw what I had and just go with this because that's really funny.
Yeah, I went to bed thinking good about this game, and then I woke up and
goodness. Yeah, so 27-23 final. Shout out to 1 point combined between the 2 teams in the third. That's pretty. Love to see it. That's why I love Canadian football.
Gotta love those Rouges.
So, gotta love us some good old Rouges. So obviously Calgary being down big had to throw the ball a lot. 37 attempts. They were more efficient. And ran the ball fairly well. Just when you're down, 20 some odd points, can't really run the ball much. So unless if you're really stupid, which wouldn't be surprised. I think this is a key stat here: 6 sacks to 0. So the defensive line for Calgary was killing it in this game, and the offensive line for Calgary. I think that's probably the big difference here, is not allowing your quarterback to get pressure versus getting all the pressure in the world on Toronto. So yeah, that's tough. In the fine words of Zuko, that's rough, buddy. So time possession, despite all that, was pretty close. So both teams had an interception and we had a fumble. So So that's that. Last but not least, yeah, I hate my life. I am still on the quest to get a winless season. Although I guess
You got Anthem.
I got Anthem.
But they didn't really
I should
count.
say-
They were like barely a pro team.
They were barely a pro team though, so I'm still looking for my first full established team within like 6 months at least minimum, and playing a football league, not rugby or rugby style. So I'm still on the quest for a true winless season, and Edmonton had to blow it. Thanks a lot, guys. But I guess the new quarterback is doing all right for us. Shout out to Trey Ford.
Yeah.
See who.
Why do you need your really expensive quarterback that you signed?
Yeah, clearly not. He's useless. Although the start of the game was Javon Leake here for 3 touchdown carries, 61 yards. So that's where he got a good chunk of his yards. And then Tevin Jones also had a pretty good game there as well. But defense was not a factor in this game. But
it also helps when you're playing Shea Patterson.
Fair enough. But when you run the ball 9.9 yards a carry, holy crap, that's crazy. The fact that we only had 3 sacks is embarrassing. Calgary had 6. Get it together. That's pretty nice. Of course, the reps are cheating. My team's per usual, 6-3. Although these are relatively reasonable amounts, compared to some of my other teams, they're getting like 20. So I'm not complaining about that too much. No block kicks, sadly. So perfect for field goals. So shout out to Edmonton for ruining the winless season. Thanks a lot. That's it. That seals the deal. I'm no longer an Edmonton Eskimos fan. I'll take my talents to Winnipeg where they know how to run a franchise. I can't really say that, though, because they actually do know how to run a franchise. They're just having a really weird year.
They just had to remember how to wake up and remember how to play football.
Yeah. So,
and one of our teams down under that completely forgot how to play football in the last 2 months.
Literally. Yep. Okay, so those are mine.
All right. Start off with the video. Tell me when you guys are in.
I'm watching.
I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry. There we go. I'm in.
All right. So we start off with Montreal versus Hamilton. So the scoring start off here with a pick 6. So looking bad for my Owls there. But they would come back and tie things up here midway through the second. And then they would take they would have the lead and they would expand the lead there late in the third and basically putting a dagger here at the end of the fourth. They come away 33-16. So.
Is this the dagger?
Who knows? All right. So, CFL. So, Alexander with your leading passer, Butler with your leading rusher, Rambo, good last name with your leading receiver. Montreal looking pretty at the top of the East at 7-1. BC and Saskatchewan are tied at top of the West, but that's anybody's division except for the Eskimos.
My goodness.
Is it bad? Go ahead.
Just don't let, if anyone bothers to watch this, you can take my advice on some of my picks for any other league. Do not listen to me when it comes to Canada. I don't know what I'm doing. It's unbelievable.
Well, we were all bad this week.
I know, but
I don't know. I went 500.
Kyle went 500. I'll give Kyle credit where credit's due. He's only one
broke
game
even.
Under.
Kyle did get caught up. Kyle is tied with me at first now. So.
I'm 6 games behind Kyle. Oh no! Oh, I lied. I'm only 3 games behind.
So we're all under 500.
Hey, so I performed above average this week.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna be honest.
I'll go with Saskatchewan, I guess.
Kyle, you went 500. What's your advice?
Oh, this is hard. Is it at Red Blacks?
Yeah.
They seem to be getting a lot of touchdowns at the touchdown place, despite what I said in week 0.
I'm desperate. I'm Kyle seems to know what he's doing.
I'm going with Michigan legend Shea Patterson.
This is a hard game.
I'll just stick
Give
with
me the
Ryan
give me the
Drive.
Argonauts. I'm feeling Argonauts. That's a.
I don't know anymore. You know what? Surely Calgary doesn't win 2 in a row, especially since it was Falcons get a Falcon. I gotta go Toronto. They're gonna get revenge.
I have no faith in my Tiger Cats, so give me the Alouettes.
I am ending it all if freaking Montreal loses this game. I swear. Montreal.
Yeah, I think
Same
Fajardo
with this
might
next
actually be
game.
back now.
Oh, Montreal by 40. And if BC loses this,
yeah, there's no
I'm
way BC
also
loses
ending.
this. There's no way. There's no way, right?
BC.
Go VC, okay.
Please, I just want to go 2-2, just once. I don't even just go 2-2, man. Oh my god!
Let's go 4-0 for you this week, Nate. So you can go to 3 games under. All right.
Oh gosh.
So Bo, Levy, Mitchell, your leading Panther, Oliveira, your leading rusher, and McGinnis, your leading receiver. And if the postseason started.
Oh my gosh.
Still an absolute shit show.
Wait, can you scroll back down? I need to look at it one more time, even though I have it open on my other monitor.
Yeah.
Nice.
The only team that looked like a competent football team is Montreal.
That's crazy, man.
All right. So we're going
Well, we're going to ELF.
The European League of Football.
I only have one, Kyle, so I'll just go.
I only have one as well, but you can go first.
I already pulled it. That's fine.
I technically have 1.5.
Okay, so let me scroll down to my score. 1.5. Are you throwing shade at my semen?
No, I had to buy.
Oh, you had to buy. Okay. So, pretty good game here. Who's in Paris? Not Paris because they were on the road, but
they were in Berlin.
Yeah, the Olympics.
The old World War II switcheroo. The French are in Germany.
The greatest Olympics of all time, based. But yeah, so
I think the best Olympics were the canceled Tokyo Olympics during World War II.
Those are that's pretty. Those are pretty good. But pretty close game at the half. We were down 9, but had a pretty good third quarter there, 19-0, and that was the difference. Considering we couldn't stop them in any other quarter, that was significant. A lot of offense here. 513 for Paris to Berlin's 380 yards.
Yeah.
So I'd assume we had the time of possession there quite a bit, considering we ran the ball a lot more.
51 by 4 minutes.
50, yeah, so I guess it's saying it was only 4. You know what? That's the difference right there. Berlin was efficient on third down. 44% is pretty good, but 50 compared to 56%, it's
laughable.
A far cry compared to what we were doing. So, I'm looking for player stats.
What were they doing in the first quarter? Just turning over the ball by downs?
I guess.
I swear they say down for punts.
Downs. Probably.
Yeah, because I was looking through mine earlier. Because you actually have to look through these for turnovers. Because it wasn't displaying them, so I had to physically go through each quarter to find them.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So I had a 36-yard touchdown there to start the quarter.
Unlabeled, I believe, means it's a turnover.
Turnover. Okay, that makes sense.
I think 55 yards. That's
click
a good
on
drive.
It, Nate, click on it, and it'll display it. So then scroll down.
There you go. It's strip sack there.
Yep, strip sack. Yep.
We got strip sack, and then shortly after that, only 3 plays later, we force a fumble right back, and then in 2 plays. So literally, it looks like negative 55 yards. Actually, let me look at this really quick.
It's been the fumble recovery.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, that's true. And then looking at the very end, we needed out to seal the deal here. So eat a fat W. Berlin sucks. The only thing I was looking for is do you have to use the other site for player stats?
If you download the game book, that would have the stats in it too.
Okay, I'll try doing that really quick.
That'll give you a PDF.
Yeah, I didn't do that this time. I use the website Nate's using because it's a lot more user friendly. I should have done.
Okay, well that's the team stats. So here we go. Zachary Edwards had a phenomenal game. 6 touchdowns, 0 picks. He got sacked 5 times though. So I think that's a big reason why we're probably we know one of those is a strip sack. So our offensive line was kind of not playing very well when Edwards dropped back, but they did a pretty good job when we were running it clearly. So I don't know what the heck that's all about, but my boy Mitchell
I just
down
signed the
here.
best rush blockers on the Madden free agency screen and ignored their past
Yep.
last block blocking.
That's what it is. Yeah, 4 touchdowns on 7 receptions for 162 yards. Probably the player of the week out of all my teams. That's it's a pretty dang good game. So,
Yep.
And then seeing defensively here, got a couple TFLs, but like I said, we had no sacks, and then we did force that winning interception by Mr. Dales over here. So, fat W for Paris in Paris. My Dragons, who are might be, you know what? Wait, no, the Dragons have won multiple games. What am I talking about? Gosh dang it.
Prague had the least amount of wins.
Ah!
At 0.
Yeah.
How can I not get a winless team in this league, man? How?
You pick Prague.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Dragons are really freaking bad.
All right. So, first up, we have the Stuttgart Surge taking on the Milano Seamen. This game, stat-wise, looked a little bit closer than you would have expected 51-18 to be. That, as well as when you take into consideration Stuttgart had 2 turnovers, 1 interception, and 1 fumble that was returned for a touchdown. So literally handing them 6 points. Luckily, the Seamen do not know how to convert, so they got So they had 3 touchdowns, no extra points, no 2 points. Looking more at the stats here, passing yards. The Seamen just don't have a passing offense. It seems they did pretty good on rushing though. Then where is it? Where's the fun? Third down efficiency. I am pretty sure the Surge just never got to third down, and if they did, they were more than likely getting stopped because 33% is pretty good. 20%, 27% being pretty awful on third down by the Seamen, and then time of possession was near identical. So not too much to say about this game. Next up, Ryan Fire, we're on a bye, and that sums up my games.
Imagine having a bye. I don't think Vienna's had a bye yet.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys have my stream open, yes?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, I just leave it up, so it just auto pops up.
So we have the ELF, the Mercenaries versus the Vikings. The Vikings would get the scoring started here midway through the first. They would then score. No, they just basically cruise to an easy victory here. Here's their final score of the game.
Did
And
here's
no, he did not. Here's
it's 49-0, and they're not bringing our boy in.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I just wanted to show that they didn't get shut out. So here's Prague versus Munich. Surprisingly here, Perkins, our boy from the Hefes, would scramble in to give Prague a lead, but then Munich would respond right back. Munich would then take the lead, and Prague would never recover. Here's Prague proving that they are Prague by letting the ball on a punt bounce into their guy's back, and then it gets recovered for a touchdown.
It's like watching the Illini.
Yeah, fuck. And then the game got ended halfway through the fourth because of this rainstorm. So,
you know the feeling.
Yeah. So in my last game, they didn't have the highlights up of Frankfurt versus Cologne. Frankfurt choked this game away. So, very depressing.
Womp womp.
Yeah, made me want to kill myself. But not as much as you, Nate.
Is Frankfurt cooked, chat?
Probably, because they're
2-6 or something.
Yeah, and there's 3 really good teams in that.
3-6, yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah. So
how many more weeks are there left?
Like 3 or 4, I think.
14ish.
I guess I could check.
It's 12 because Paris went 6-6 last year. Unless if the league changed something.
No, I don't think
Since
they
then,
would
right?
have. So Vienna played 11 games and haven't had a bye week yet.
Is Vienna cooked, chat? That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
Hey, it's the best time to get the bye week right at the end. You know,
Yeah.
right before,
So,
especially if you're a playoff team.
yeah, obviously Frankfurt could not stop this one guy.
Golly.
16 receptions.
Oh
There's 9
my.
receptions for another guy. Also whack.
That is crazy. 16 catches.
So,
I'm just saying, my guy had 7 for 167.
yeah.
Though.
So, not great. So there are 14 weeks.
14. Okay.
We just did week
So
11.
They might have gone 7-7. I thought they went 6-6 last year or something.
there might be 2 buys.
Yeah, I think
Or they added a
I
week.
think it's probably 2 buys.
Okay.
All right. So here's the Stuttgart 9-0. Yeah, so there's got to be 2 buys if they're 2 games back
Okay,
from Vienna.
perfect.
Good Lord, Stuttgart is cooking.
So they have both of their buys at the end of the. Talk about an awful schedule.
Yeah, well, it hasn't affected them.
Yeah,
Clearly
apparently.
they don't care.
they're just rolling, you know. Yeah, so Stuttgart's in the lead there. Vienna is in the east, and then in the west you have Rhine.
Oh, I had a good week.
To be
I had a
fair,
great
we
week.
Yeah, I
all
think you had a
did.
perfect week.
I had a perfect week.
Yeah.
Oh no! I went to 10 losses. Anyways.
Yeah, you're over. It's over, Nate.
No! That stupid choke job!
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me mad.
So
Anyways.
in the game around the league, Madrid killed Hamburg. So. All right. Well, I have no faith in Prague to win a football game.
Yep, give me Enthroners.
Give me Tank Bowl. So yeah, Enthroners.
Then give me them Bravos.
Yeah.
Bravos.
Surge.
Stuttgart.
Paris.
Huh?
Who's in Paris? Kanye's in
Not
Paris.
either team.
Yeah, it's in Cologne.
Yo,
Are,
Mama's in
are
Paris.
you picking Paris time?
Yeah, give me Paris. I think that's pretty.
Ravens by 65.
Um.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Why would you even?
Give me Panthers.
I'm gonna go Thunder.
Give me them Fire.
Fire. Sweet, and guaranteed 7 wins next week.
I just like that this is solely because I had an awful first week.
Yeah,
Honestly,
put you behind.
dude, it's tragic that you're last at 65 and 15. That's crazy.
Because week 1 I made like all the wrong picks.
Yeah.
That's insane, to be honest.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, we didn't know what we were doing. Well,
Yeah.
You didn't. Apparently, Jackson and I did.
I didn't do my background research on the league.
I mean, I didn't either. It was just all crapshoots. Oh.
A lot of my picks early on were which team had the NFL Europa team. So.
Oh,
My picks were copying Jackson,
Yeah,
probably.
so Jacob Sullivan,
Yeah.
your leading passer.
Usually.
Tunga, your leading
Usually.
rusher. Reese Horn is your leading receiver. And how your postseason looks right now.
That's brutal. Rheinfire first round going to Stuttgart. That's absolutely brutal.
Yeah, that's a rough draw for Stuttgart, but
It's a great draw for my Paris Musketeers, though, because I know how the Vikings do in the playoffs.
Yeah, Paris would actually have a chance to make it to the semifinals in that bracket.
Yeah, we're making the championship guarantee. We're a lock. And then we'll lose by 35.
Now they're going to do it this time because Vienna can't choke against Stuttgart in the semifinals and lose their undefeated season.
Oh, gosh.
All right. IFL, so I have those because it's the postseason. We have our 2 semifinal games. So here's Green Bay versus Massachusetts in Green Bay. So Massachusetts, we get both these games were slaughter fest. So Massachusetts, Benefield would scramble it in there. Green Bay would tie things up, but Massachusetts would respond very quickly later here over the middle.
Oh,
Some
oh,
good jukes. So it'd be all Massachusetts from there. So that's Matt Elam, former first round pick. So yeah.
damn! Teams we clowned on all season, winning it all. Wow.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jackson are clowning on them because of their stupid April Fool's
Yeah, so here's
joke.
San Diego versus Arizona. Arizona would get the first score here, and I believe they would get the second score. They're just here's Sneed.
It's crazy how good Sneed is.
Yeah.
No Sneed in this game is flipped.
Yeah.
It gets
So
smoked.
San Diego finally scores there, but Sneed responds right back.
Yeah, I definitely underrated Arizona.
Yeah, so Arizona just killed them.
Destroyed them.
So
wow.
Arizona. This loss by San Diego was a bigger point deficit than all 6 of their losses combined.
That's wild.
So let me pull up the stats.
That is impressive.
Yeah, because their 6 losses were by a combined total of 22 points.
Yeah, they had lost a bunch by I was gonna say they were like 3-point loss, like
so
3-point losses
to
fucking.
5 of their 6 losses were a total of 12 points. It's the last week of the season with a 10-point loss because that was a bunch of backups playing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, Massachusetts killed them, and then Arizona killed them. So this is going to be a good game. So it'll be. I'm cheering for Arizona. To be fair.
Yeah, I think. I think the West Conference is just so much better. It had a lot more parity though, comparatively, but I think this is going to be closer than we think.
I hope not.
But
I hope.
Yeah, I think it's going to.
Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah. So.
I can't.
So yeah, none of us have anybody in the championship in our pickups, so that went well.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, just make sure to glance over my bracket.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Kyle.
Thank you. Nate didn't do much better.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. So we're on to the Arena League. That's also playoffs. So I have those.
Yes, baby.
Gosh.
So I want to start off.
The greatest game.
The Iowa Woo did a masterclass in football history by signing Arvell Nelson 2 weeks ago, the man who won the Arena Bowl with a 2-10 team. So.
Good to do it with a worse record, technically, a 1-7.
1-7, yeah. So here is Iowa taking the early lead, and then they would make it a 2-touchdown lead after that horrible snap over Ricky Mikato's head.
The wind took it.
Yeah. Well, that can actually be true now. So here at the end of the game, the Goats would get a score, and then this would be basically the onside attempt, and the onside attempt would go all the way for a touchdown.
Goodness.
So is this the weekly kick return for a touchdown of the week?
Yes, it is.
In Kansas City would go for 2 to go for the win here, and they'd get stopped short. So.
Oh, just short.
Yeah. So that's how the game ended by 59-58.
This meme is so good. I was crying when I saw that.
Yeah. So, this is Duluth versus Ozarks, starting off there with a pick 6.
Wow.
I kind of figured Duluth was going to win this.
Duluth has the best defense in the league, and it just showed. Here they are going up 2 scores, and then here they are going up 3 scores.
Dog.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Woo to somehow beat them.
They just grew.
He's literally just running with the ball like this.
I mean, that ball is tiny. You can run it one-handed.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a skinny thing.
50-18 at the final.
It's a fucking rocket.
So
life is pain.
To be fair, that game was expected. It was not like the Iowa.
Does anyone have a perfect bracket still?
Yeah, one of us do. And it'll probably be right because
I'm so honestly, I'm proud of you, Kyle. I freaking love it.
yeah.
Thank you for beating Kansas City. To be honest, screw that
I had
stupid
a pretty
state.
good week. I'm not gonna lie.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
And they didn't post stats, so I have no stats. I don't think they even posted
Uh,
last week's stats because, of course, they wouldn't. If they don't get their stuff together, I'm not going to cover this league next year. All
Thank
right,
goodness.
so Major League Rugby, that's also a championship playoff game. So let's just go to the highlights. Their highlights are not good because they don't show the kicks, and the kicks are what actually caused the difference in this game, which is so annoying. Anyway, so here is New England driving to get an early lead. They would get it out, and he'd dive across the goal.
So it's a rematch of 2015, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So yes, so New England would type, or Seattle would tie things up at 11, but New England would get 3 kicks in the second half and win. So
Yeah,
Repeat.
baby.
yeah,
Repeat.
so back-to-back wins for
Congrats,
New
Kyle,
England.
on finally winning a
Uh,
championship.
I would like
How does
to
it feel?
I would like to thank the Seawolves for playing down to their competition as per usual.
I'd like to thank Houston for playing like a Houston team without trash cans. Truly
And then
special.
Dallas playing like a Dallas
No,
team.
they decided to not cheat for
Hey,
once. Come on.
2 championships in two
They said
years.
we can do it without
Okay,
cheating.
see the reason was again Arlington won because they couldn't choke because they were super underdogs. And then
Fair enough.
the Rangers won because they're the Texas Rangers, so they represent the whole state and not just the Dallas metropolitan area.
No, the Rangers won because no Pride Night.
No,
I'm just saying.
doesn't your hockey team have no Pride Night too? I guess most of the
The,
hockey teams don't have Pride Night, so never mind.
I think the Stars do actually. I don't know. I don't know. I know the Hawks do. I don't know if the Stars do or not.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Australia, and everybody loves Australia. I have Kyle's up already, so.
All right. First up,
that's fair.
we had a very close game between the Melbourne Demons and the Western Bulldogs.
You know, comparatively to one game we will cover later, this is a very close game.
This game was close for 19 seconds, at which point the Bulldogs scored a behind, and the game went downhill from there for the Demons.
You know, you scored 7 more points in the first quarter than one of my teams did.
Fair.
That's straight up crazy.
So yeah, an absolute blowout. The Demons are continuing their tank fest of just on the season. I don't know what their chances are right now of making a top 8, but it is getting very, very slim at this point.
I see. They just needed a 6-game cushion like some other teams.
Yeah. With the way the Blues are playing, it's looking pretty good for you.
Next up, we had a very close game, less than a minute away from a tie, between the Essendon Bombers and the Fremantle Dockers. This game was back and forth. Dockers took a 24-point lead, I believe, in the fourth and choked it all the way, and then almost brought it back for a tie, but then choked that once again to a behind to lose it to Essington by 90-89.
Wow,
so tough loss. That's also putting them close to, I believe they're still in the top 8, but they're getting
I don't
close.
think the top 8 changed at all. It's just
they're getting close. So they definitely need to win one more game. I think there's 2 games left.
There's
so
3 weeks left. I don't know.
Oh, 3? Yeah, okay. So yeah, everyone's playing the last 3. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3 because I was looking at it earlier. But they need to probably win 2 of those 3 in order to stay in then. Because they are on the lower end, I believe. But then again, there's 4 or 5 teams basically in a tie.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might be cooked, chat. Might be cooked.
And that, oh yeah. Then we'll catch that one in a minute.
Okay. All right. So I have 2 games, and we made history this week. That's all I gotta say. I had 2 teams win in the same week that you would never guess. But that is alluding to a big hint of who the other team won.
The room?
We'll see. But the first game is the Giants and the Hawks. Giants definitely played down their competition, although the Hawks are actually having a relatively decent year, all things considered. So 84-82, 12 goals, 12 behinds, split pretty even. Those 2 behinds were the difference. So we're going to go over 2 team stats here if it wants to load. So pretty even across the stats here. So even had the same disposal efficiency. A little bit of this difference here. The Giants played well above average compared to what they're used to. So I think that's a big factor here is being more efficient inside the 50. Yeah, keep going down. Don't really care about these as much. I guess there were not a lot of turnovers in this game either. And a lot of uncontested possessions, I should say. Although, actually, maybe not, considering the Giants are used to 230. But Giants won the possession battle, and they were dominating the last 10 minutes at 39% compared to 10. So that also plays a big difference in winning this game. So good amount of more marks. And Giants were only winning for 13 minutes in this game. That's straight up crazy. And 29-point lead for the Hawks. Falcons get a Falcon, not quite, but just barely. Like I said, 30 or more justifies it. So the biggest lead for the Giants was 10 points. So they were, despite the way the stats look, they were not playing up to what they usually do. But nonetheless, they came out and got the win. So, and I'll show you the timeline really quick. So it's kind of what it looks like. Giants took the early lead, and then we're trailing for the vast majority of the game until about that. So I guess all their lead was pretty much in the first 10 minutes, just about, except for like last 3 or 4 minutes when they scored that last goal. I think it was by Brent Daniels. So they just added on a little bit more there. So shout out to the Giants. Yep, and Kyle, you were right. I hate life. So this is our 3rd win of the season. I don't get it.
Yeah, 17 behind. That's gonna kill you.
I guess to be fair, the Tigers also blow. So I should have had faith. Should have faith in my boys, but 14 goals to 6 behinds. The Roos were far more efficient in this game compared to the poverty Tigers, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Decent tank bowl. We held the team under 80 points, no less. When we're used to allowing at least 100 plus. I don't care about player stats. At least this week.
Is North Melbourne good now? No.
No. Chat. Let's post a poll in the chat. Are we making the top 8, fellas? It's gonna be tough.
I'm gonna go for no.
Gonna go for no. I'm gonna go for they were eliminated 5 weeks ago. Had a lot more disposals, so shout out to that. A lot more than their usual. And same with kicks. That is crazy. That 80% is pretty ridiculous for disposal efficiency. So both teams are pretty low efficiency inside the 50. Although to be fair, compared to their egregious season averages, they both were above average.
It was like you were playing bad teams or something.
Which is really embarrassing. Yeah, shocker. So a lot of uncontested possessions for the Roos at 277. So they were not. I don't know what the Tigers were doing defensively. So won the possession battle by almost 10%. So that helped out a ton. Had way more marks. I mean, we were shattering our season averages just across the board. So clearly just dominated this game through and through, despite the score and clearly the time in front as well. So only 49 minutes leading, but the stats kind of show the Roos are just the better team. So, of course, the score reflects that. But yeah, a lot of behinds, 17-6. So you're not going to win games if you have that many behinds. So
they had 7 more scores, but they were all behind. So who cares?
I guess I'll go to player stats for this really quick. Just go see who's at 150 fantasy points, despite not having a goal. But my boy Luke over here had 3 goals and has 20 less points. So make it make sense.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I guess hitouts 45. I don't know. Meters gained. I don't know.
Just farming the easy points.
Yeah, I don't know, but
it's like when you power level in an MMO in like the starter area.
Literally. And then I also had this. I know the Blues lost, but I know I wanted to keep the bit up of going into toxic comment sections and considering the Blues collapse. And you read this chat. Apparently, the Blues are a pretty hated team. I guess. I mean, not really surprising, but man, they're getting clowned down over here. Where's Charlie?
Yeah, they're kind of got a player.
Forgot the kick. He kicks a goal when his team's 3 points down. SpongeBob meme. Let's all laugh at Carlton. An incredible comeback that lasted a lot of effing disgrace. I'm trying to see if there's a copy pasta somewhere. Carlton just got buzzed. That's kind of funny. Only ever start playing when we're 30 points down. Get effed. So that's a funny hashtag. Bagger F heads need to stop slapping Voss. Oh my gosh. So sadly, no copy pasta here. But clearly a pretty toxic comment section for this epic choke job. So
to be fair, it was Collingwood that almost choked it away.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. But still, choking the season away, I should say.
Yeah.
Pretty embarrassing. Based. So that's where I'm going to
absolutely.
Based.
Calling out the pies.
Yep. So the Blues are falling apart right now.
I think I had posted a couple memes from one of those, I think, because I had watched that game, the fourth quarter of that game live, because it was on at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was up.
So that's why they were coming back then, because you were watching.
Yep.
Yeah, because Collingwood could not play in the fourth quarter. All right. Anyway, speaking of that game, so here's the first goal of the game. So Collingwood would score a little bit. They would take a good lead. That
was a good roller.
There was a little fight right before halftime, so I thought I could just throw that in.
I'm just glad it isn't like soccer fights.
So here's Carlton making a game out of it here in the fourth. So here's the kick to try to win the game at the end, and he just shanked it. Lamau.
Holy crap, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, so here's Port Adelaide versus Sydney. So here's Port Adelaide basically winning the game. Here's Port Adelaide actually winning the game. No, there's only there's 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Nah.
So here's the final score.
What is happening with the Swans?
They forgot how to play football. So here's Geelong getting their first goal of the game. They had a really good first quarter. They killed Adelaide, but Adelaide would make a game of it here in the third. They would take the lead. I like the little injury camera in the bottom left. But late in the fourth, Geelong would reclaim the lead with this booming kick out. It's from probably like 45 meters. And they would end up winning 90-85. So.
Love to see it.
So Sydney's like 6-game lead has totally evaporated.
Yep.
They only have a 2-point lead now. Yeah.
A fun fact, it was the Swans' biggest loss in 31 years. I know that because I'm going through the Twitter.
They got murdered. It was like their third biggest loss in their history, too.
They got 100.
All right, you know what? Really quick, I need to pull up their. I'm sorry, there's too much good content here. I got to.
They did get smoked, so yeah, it makes sense.
So this first tweet is they could never take this away from us. You won in May. So that
they were really good for the first 2 months or whatever. They haven't had a good
Literally.
last 2 months.
Me for real. Selling the popcorn for those that came to read the comments. It's literally what I came to do. So I want to die.
I
Where was
relate.
the biggest loss in 31 years? How you guys have been dominant all year? Oh my!
They haven't been dominant the last 2 months.
Clearly,
They're only winning against
So-
North Melbourne.
I cannot believe that we're talking about firing their coach after their first 2 months of the year. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, bloody umps. There's no way.
I'm guessing that's a joke. It's gotta
There's
be.
no way. Holy crap.
You know, umpires
that is-
generally consist of like 130-point difference.
Oh my gosh. Biggest loss in AFL history? That's probably not true. I was going to say.
239? What?
That is crazy. 239 is crazy. Oh
That's-
my gosh. Ruh-roh. Yep.
I agree.
Let's all laugh at Sydney. Unfortunately, these comments are just all ha ha ha. Let's laugh at whoever just lost by 100. Like, come on. Where's the
I feel that level of toxicity, but I want a little bit more variation.
Swan dive is a good comment.
sucked in?
I want like what happens on like playoff American football like posts, where
I
it's
think
like
if I went to the main like AFL site, there'd probably be better comments.
yeah, no, it's the ones where it's like memes that people are just posting. Those are my favorites.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, there's not
Fly
nearly enough cunts being said in this chain for it to be real Australian.
That's true.
Yeah.
We are cooked. Okay, that's hilarious. All right, I think those are good enough.
Yeah.
But that one that I showed at the beginning was pretty funny.
Yeah, the May champion.
Yeah.
I
All right.
like how a team scored 148 points and the highest fantasy score was only 128. So
it's because he scored 0 goals apparently.
Yeah.
Or no, I lied.
He probably scored
real
like 6
question.
goals, you know.
The real question is, could the Sydney Swans have beaten any other teams this week?
No. There's no way anybody
Based?
scored that little. Yeah, no.
No.
Oh,
Almost.
They would have. Yeah, they would have almost beat St. Kilda.
They're close to the Saints. I'm glad I flipped that pick. Dang.
I just went stupid. That's all.
I debated you.
Yeah. It was still badly for everybody.
Let's go. I'm one to get behind.
Okay.
Now.
Oh God.
I can't believe it. This is the first one where 2
Wow.
winning teams get this audio.
Yeah. Wow, this is a tank. I think the Sydney Swans bounce back.
I'm going back with the Pat method. So whoever's at home,
Fucking Collingwood needs to win. Sydney doesn't. So.
That's fair.
I'm going Brisbane.
I see the. Thank you.
They're all basically
It's
the same.
close.
Crap. Giants need it more. I'm gonna go Lions too.
Which one's home?
Lions.
Yeah, give me Brisbane then. Oh God.
I want to so bad.
This is the third worst team, right? Yeah. But theoretically.
Nah, screw it. Screw it. We ball. We're winning 2 in
Give
a
me the
row,
Roos.
baby. We're winning 2 in a row, baby.
Thank you.
I'll go Cats.
Give me the Dockers.
I'll go Bombers.
I want to see where some are. Some are here, and Bombers are here. Bombers have more.
Bombers have been playing well, so give me Bombers. Give me Power.
Yeah.
I'll go Power.
Demons are on a tank fest as well.
This one's tough because Carlton is on life support right now.
Yeah.
I guess Hawthorne is playing a lot good right now.
Give me.
I'm gonna take a risk.
Give me Carlton.
I need my boys to win. I need them.
I think you'll
I have to play it yet again.
Yeah, this week is going to be awful.
I'll go to Saints, I guess.
Give me Saints, yeah.
Oh my god.
Give me Bulldogs. I feel like that one's easier. Give me Bulldogs.
Where is Adelaide? Oh, by way. Okay, yeah.
All the way at the
I'll
bottom.
go
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
Okay.
Unless
They
they
got
decide to
that
play for
dog
once
in
after
them.
being eliminated, you know.
They got
Yeah.
that dog in them.
So I don't think any of
Charlie,
these change.
come on, bro. What is going on?
Yeah,
To be fair,
that's why they're
got
clowning
switched.
on him.
Yeah, to be fair, it just got switched by my other guy. So I'm top 2 there now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then what the postseason looks like.
Goodness sakes, the Cats and the Blues. Who would have thought 2 months ago they'd be playing in the first round after the way they both started? It's crazy.
What about Brisbane as the number 2 seed?
That's why. I mean, I guess we knew last year they were cooking.
Yeah, but they started off like 0-4 or 5.
If you ignored the start of the year, I wouldn't have been surprised. But given how they started, it is shocking. But it was anticipated going into week 1.
Yeah, that they would be good, but then they weren't good. But now they're good again.
But they're good again because everyone else sucks.
Yeah, because from here, actually everybody's the same now because Sydney lost all their leads.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
The parity in this league is wild, and then the Tigers and Roos exist.
Yeah, from here to there, and then there's this group, and then I guess then
the Demons are still in it somehow.
Yep, Demons are still in it.
Need a lot of help though.
Yeah.
A lot of help.
Gold Coast Suns should be eliminated, right? With 3 weeks left.
I'd say, yeah, I think they're cooked.
Yeah.
Because there's no way 3 teams. There's absolutely no way. Even with the quote unquote statistical tie.
How many
possible,
points do you get for a win?
I think it's 4.
No, they're not.
Yeah. But we're also making us looking.
I don't know if all the teams ahead of them can lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they can't. So even if they get a close win, I think, or a close loss should still net them points. So I think it's damn near impossible.
Right, they're definitely cooked, but without knowing
there might be like a 0.1% chance or something.
I think they haven't officially been eliminated. But
yeah, not officially, but they're pretty close.
Kill the Saints fans, how you feeling right
now? They're normal. This is what they expected coming into the season because they were saying Kill the Saints fans. What do you think? They thought they're going to win a championship? No, they're not that delusional. They're not like Cubs fans. They're not like next year.
Like White Sox fans?
The White Sox accepted that we wanted our team to be sold for like the last.
I'm so mad.
20 years.
So mad about last night.
I'm pretty mad about it as well.
Taylor Swift.
We could have had the funniest thing to ever happen and lose to the crosstown team.
Fair.
Yeah, I wanted the White Sox to end the streak against the Cubs because that was the funniest thing.
To get 20 losses in a row and then go into Oakland doing the exact opposite of what Oakland did in 2002 is crazy. That is pretty iconic.
We did. Did we tie the American League record or did we break the American League record?
You broke it.
We broke it.
No, they broke it. They broke it by 1. Yeah, it was 20. I thought
it was 21. I thought Baltimore hit 21 in 1988.
All right, we can end this because we're talking about baseball now. Do you guys got any closing statements?
It is tied.
Damn. I knew it.
All right. So we'll talk to you guys on next Wednesday.